Have you ever looked up at the sky during a storm and felt a shiver run down your spine? A feeling that something ancient and powerful is watching. For generations, that feeling was tied to a legend, a creature so immense it was said to block out the sun, a being whose wings beat with the sound of thunder. This was the Thunderbird. But look up now. The storms still come, the lightning still flashes, but the skies are quieter. The great Thunderbird has vanished. Today, we explore the story of its departure, a tale of silence, responsibility, and a hope that flickers like a distant star. The disappearance wasn't a single dramatic event. There was no final, cataclysmic battle, no epic fall from the heavens recorded in our history books. Instead, it was a slow fade, a gradual retreat. The last confirmed sightings are shrouded in the mists of the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Old newspaper clippings from places like Arizona and Texas speak of giant, winged creatures, dismissed by many as hoaxes or misidentified birds. But for those who knew the old stories, these were the last gasps, the final echoes of a presence that had once dominated the firmament. Imagine being the last person to truly see it, a shadow passing over a dusty trail, a wing beat that rattles the windows of a frontier town, and then nothing. The Thunderbird left not with a bang, but with a whisper that was carried away on the wind. After its departure, a profound quiet settled over the skies. It was a silence that went beyond the mere absence of sound. The air itself felt different, lighter, less charged with ancient energy. The powerful storms that once seemed to be directed by a will, a purpose, now felt random, chaotic. The connection between the heavens and the earth, which the Thunderbird had embodied, felt severed. People who were once attuned to the rhythms of the sky found themselves adrift. The majestic creature that had been a symbol of nature's raw power and untamable spirit was gone, leaving a void that could be felt in the soul. The world, in a way, became a little less magical, a little less mysterious. The skies that had once been a canvas for myth and legend were now just empty space. So, we have to ask the difficult question, why did it leave? And when we look for answers, the trail often leads back to us, to humanity. As our world grew louder, the Thunderbird's world grew smaller. The endless expansion of cities, the hum of electricity, the roar of engines, and the pollution that stained the air all contributed to an environment that was no longer hospitable for a creature of myth and magic. We carved up its territories, not with fences, but with flight paths and radio waves. We filled the skies with our own mechanical birds, drowning out the natural thunder with our manufactured noise. The Thunderbird was a being of pure, wild nature. Perhaps it couldn't survive in a world we were so intent on taming and controlling. It wasn't driven away by hunters or weapons, but by the relentless march of a progress that had no room for the magnificent and the unexplained. Its departure serves as a quiet indictment of what we VA sacrificed for the world we VA built. The Thunderbird wasn't just a creature. It was a cornerstone of natural balance. In many traditions, it was a bringer of life-giving rain, a cleanser of the earth. Its battles with creatures of the underworld maintained a cosmic equilibrium. With its disappearance, that balance was lost. We see the consequences today, though we may not recognize their origin. We see droughts that parch the land, followed by floods that wash it away. We see ecosystems struggling, thrown into chaos by a climate that has lost its ancient regulator. The Thunderbird was a vital part of a complex, interconnected web of life. When we broke a thread as significant as that one, the entire tapestry began to unravel. The loss wasn't just about a single species, real or mythological. It was about losing a fundamental component of the world's operating system. And we are now living with the errors and glitches that have resulted. Yet, the Thunderbird is not entirely gone. It lives on, perhaps in its most resilient form, as a story. It survives in the tales passed down through generations, in the carvings on totem poles, in the names we give to mountains and storms. These stories are more than just memories. They are seeds of a worldview, a reminder that the world is more than what we can see and measure. They teach us about respect for nature, about the power that resides in the wild places, and about the consequences of losing our connection to it. Every time a grandparent tells a child about the great bird that creates thunder, they are keeping its spirit alive. They are preserving a piece of that lost magic, ensuring that the idea of the Thunderbird and the wisdom it represents will not be forgotten. In a world of concrete and steel, these stories are our last wilderness, a refuge for the soul of the Thunderbird. So, is this the end of the story? A permanent farewell? Maybe not, there is a persistent hope, a belief whispered in the quiet moments that the Thunderbird could one day return. But its return is not unconditional. It depends on us. It requires us to create a world that is once again worthy of its presence. A world where the skies are clean, where the wild places are honored, and where we listen once more to the rhythms of the earth instead of just the noise of our own making. The hope of the Thunderbird's return is, in essence, a hope for our own transformation. It is the belief that we can relearn how to live in balance with nature, that we can heal the damage we have done, and that we can make our world a home for magic once again. The call to action, then, is not to go searching for a lost creature with nets and cameras. It is to look inward and to look at the world around us. It is to protect the wild spaces that remain. It is to reduce our impact, to clean our air and water, to quiet our noise. It is to listen. Listen to the wind, to the rain, to the stories of our elders. In doing so, we are not just cleaning a physical environment, we are preparing a spiritual one. We are sending a message to the silent skies that we are ready, that we remember, and that we are waiting. Perhaps one day, during a storm, you will hear a new sound mixed with the familiar rumble of thunder, a sound like a great drumbeat, a powerful heartbeat in the clouds. And when you look up, you will see a shadow pass over the land, a shape so vast it seems impossible, and you will know that the Thunderbird has come home. Until that day, we must keep its memory alive, honor its legacy through our actions, and hold on to the hope of its return. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this story compelling, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more explorations into the myths and legends that shape our world. We'll see you next time.